All right, let's go. Good evening and welcome back. I am going to do a mulligan because I need a bigger challenge, I think. So I'm going to create a new game. For sure. And we are not going to change anything here. But when it comes to the difficulty settings, I will bump up the difficult settings for sure. Because I need more raiders and more bandit camps, I believe. I think I liked my start here in Schatzspitz, this region. So I think I will just replay it just the way I did last time, but with some small changes. I don't think I will go for the challenging one, but I think I will go for the default one, but I will bump up the aggressiveness of our AI. And do I want an AI opponent? Yes, I think so. Maybe you can start up here, maybe in the corner. Do I want 2? No, maybe 1 is enough for me. So 1 AI opponent, let's see how that is going to be. Raider frequency, possibility less than a year between each raid. Less than a year. Then we're going to have to deal with a lot of raiders. Okay, maybe I will set this to medium. Raider 3 years, 2 initial bandit camps. Maybe we can have 2 random bandit camp spawn limits. This we will bump up to at least, is 5 the maximum? Yeah. And we're going to start in spring. We are not going to bump up the difficulty for this on this playthrough. Next time I think I will go for the most challenging one. But for this playthrough I think I'm quite happy with this. Yeah. Good. And let's see how we will spawn with the resources. I wonder if we have the same spawn here. So we have our stone, rich resources, iron, we have some fish, clay. I don't remember if we had the same resources in the last playthrough, but stone, all right, that's good, that we can mine and maybe trade. And then we have a little bit of iron up here and some clay. So I think we are going to be able to produce some helmets on this playthrough. All right. Yeah, let's start. I need to switch off my tutorial, but yeah, next time. Skip all further tutorials. Yeah, away with you. All right, logging camp. Let's put down that one. Fisherman's hut. How close can we place it? All right. And we will place down a granary as well, because we want, of course, to make sure that we get all of our food into shelter as soon as possible. So where are we going to have our... We only have one food supply. Yeah, so the granary can be located here for now. And we're going to order one more ox, of course. Let's see if we can place down one more hitching post. Where do we have the hitching post? There we have the hitching post. Yeah, we can place it down there, and let's move this as well. All right, so let's speed up this a little bit. So they're going to get the bread into shelter as soon as possible. That's the most important thing. Logging camp, all right, let's go. I will not write him anything. I don't think that that's going to matter at all. This one we need to fix, and let's put you up. Can we pin you there? We've seen that when that is complete, we can assign one person as soon as possible. Right, so timber. Yeah, let's go. All hands on that. Let's start figuring out where to build things. Let's see. Last time we had a good fertility rate. Looks like it is the same on this playthrough. I think they have changed it. So we have emery, we have flax, barley, rye. Yeah, there's a lot of fertility here. So I don't think that we need to worry at all about that. So that's nice. Of course, I've learned that if we are going to get raided, we don't want to get too close to the outline here. So maybe we will have some fields in this area to have a little bit of a boundary or a buffer zone. So we are going to place our main houses maybe in this area, stretching down here and maybe on the opposite side of this road later on. And then we can focus on cut down this forest. Yeah. All right, so let's see. We need roads, of course. So maybe we can take one road, follow along the edge of the tiny forest. Maybe in the open here. Then we can stop over there maybe. Maybe one road can sneak up here, hugging that deposit. And how do we want to do it? Do we want one road in between? Can we sneak one road in between here? Maybe when that is depleted. That is not going to get depleted until we have a storehouse. So let's see, we have our stone here and we're going to have our wood here. So preferably we need some kind of storehouse, maybe in between. But of course the most focus is going to be on our timber. And we want to place our trade station close to it. So maybe we will do it like this, maybe. Yeah. All right. Now we have all of that sorted. Let's get that up to speed. We have 3 persons working on that, so that's good. Let's start to build some houses. Are we going to see if we can make big lots that we can grow at the beginning, or are we going to start with some smaller plots? Maybe we will do that. Maybe we will do that. Let's see our water supply. So we have some water here. So let's say that we want a couple of houses alongside this one and here. So maybe this is going to be a good location. How do we want to play this? We're going to get a lot of houses here, I think. So we can have one more well up here later on. Where do we want to place our church? That should of course be placed somewhere in the middle. So we can have that to be like a good focus point. Yeah. Let's place it there maybe. So 5. No. Can I destroy it without? Yeah. Call a mulligan on that. Let's see. How this is going to look. It's not very nice. Huh. Snap 2 roads. Let's place one house then. Do we want them like this, hugging this one? Maybe we will need to have them a little bit smaller. That was a hitching post. Maybe we can relocate that. With a little bit of offset from the King's Road. Yeah, something like this. I think. discarding that one. Let's see if we can place a road up here maybe. Do we want to sneak it down to the main road? Yeah, we probably do. We probably do. Let's see if we can curve it a little bit. Like this maybe. Two houses here. So we have some kind of buffer zone to the stone pit here, because that's not going to be fun to be living on that. Let's see, can we make like a big plot here? One house, how's that going to look? Really strange. Maybe like this. All right. So let's gather some fishes. We don't need you. Maybe don't need 3 people there. Let's focus on getting some houses up. And then of course the storehouse. Yeah, 1 person. Yeah, 5 houses. Of course we need to have 1 more house so that we can have people moving in as well. Can we sneak in like maybe a house here maybe? Like that? Yeah. Nice. Now that has disappeared. So now you are free. Now you can go do other stuff, like focus on construction. And of course we have a lot of stone here, so I think that we want, of course, start trading as soon as possible. So we're going to make sure that we can mine this. So let's see, stone gathering camp, rubble stone from stone deposit, quarry, workers extract rough stone and rubble stone from the underground of a rich stone deposit. So we have a rich stone deposit and rubble. Okay, but for that we need planks in order to create that. Okay, so saw pit. All right, excellent. So now we are not homeless anymore, but we need, of course, some food. So we are gathering there, so let's place one person there. And where should we place our market? So, do we want a market? So of course we're going to have our town eventually on both sides of this tree line. Wonder if we do want to keep this. Let's set a focus area or a working area for like chop down these. And they will get the delivery. Perfect. We need more houses, of course. We always want people moving in. Let's see, can we do something like this? How is that going to look? Yeah. And do we want some kind of marketplace in this area? Not that far away from the granary, so they don't need to travel that far. Yeah, I think so. Let's see if we can place like a road. Can we grab a road like that? And connect it to here. Marketplace. Yeah. So then we have our little marketplace here, and we can fit something in here maybe. Can we do like one more house here maybe? Where is that going to be? No, that's going to look weird. We can keep this small area. Maybe we can fit something here later on. So do we have any free space? Yeah, we do. Yes, we have 2 homes available, so that's good. We are making our saw pit there. Can we set the decrease that? So how many fishes do we need to save? I don't know, maybe 30 or something. All right. See if we can create a road on the opposite side here. Let's see if we can take it from here maybe. Spin this around. Hugging the tree line here maybe. Something like this. And of course a little shortcut. shortcut through here. That looks nice. So now we can build on the opposite side as well. Can we make like a... No. You need to decide here when you come from the King's Road here if you want to go up here or if you want to go around. Yeah. And here maybe we can have a little bit of a bigger lots here so that we actually can plant something later on. Do we want to take up this much space? Maybe when you enter here, then we can have like 3, 4, 5 maybe bigger plots. And then up here, maybe we can compress them a little bit more. Yeah, I think this would be fun. Something like this, maybe. Saw pit is now ready. Excellent. All right, so food is coming in. We have you at the market there selling bread and fish. Do we need one more ox maybe to help? No, we only have one family. Families without assignment will work on construction, including guiding an ox to transport timber. Yeah, but we do have 2. Can we maybe assign 1 ox here? Because we have 2. So then we always have 1 ox here. And then we have the other one to transport. I think that's good. And we are building. So what do we need? What do we need to bump up this? So we have food. We should have food and water. We need fuel to get all warm and comfy. So let's place down wood cutting lodge. Where are we going to get our firewood? I kinda like the forest here. I don't want to chop down everything. I don't want to go far away. But maybe we can cut down like in this area, maybe for firewood. Later on. So let's see how many. We only have 10 at the moment, 11. Do we have our first bandit camp? Yeah, we have 1 there. That's fairly close. That we need to raid as soon as possible to get some money, and we have another one there. And here we have our AI opponent. 5 planks. Not enough construction material. Ah, because he's grabbing whatever he can. Maybe we can put you there as well. So food we have enough of. It is firewood that we need. And of course we need one person in the storehouse, otherwise they will not be able to sell it, I think. Yeah. It's not supplied from the marketplace, and we do need a church. 20 planks. So let's see if we can set the production limit to maybe 30. Or maybe 20, and then we can bump this up later on. So we need good approval so that people are moving in here, but I think we are good here. So we just need to make sure that we are having some firewood. Maybe we will reassign you to here, so you can put on like a little shop here for firewood, so people can get that. We're going to make sure that that is now up and running. Let's cut down in this area around the lake here. I don't think that's going to be a problem if we are cutting down the forest around the lake here. Maybe we can save this area a little bit. Running out of fuel. Yeah, but we're going to fix that because now we have you there. One more family is moving in. Excellent. Can put you on the logging camp duty there. So then we are going to build our church. So now we have 20 planks here. So now we only need to have 5 timber. Then we are good to build our church. And where do we want to place that? So we are coming into town from this road. So maybe we want our church here. Maybe a little bit up the hill here. But here we have our deep mining. We don't want to have the church close to this one. Maybe we will have it at the center here, maybe. Or do we want it up on the hill here, maybe? Yeah, maybe we do want to place it as high as possible. Can we see the elevation? Maybe not in the middle of the forest. I wonder if there needs to be like a closer distance for people to actually go to church. Provide faith and hallowed grounds for the burial of deceased villagers. Assigned to become grave diggers. Yeah. So maybe we will have our church up here. I think. Yeah, and then we can have like pretty fields on both sides. So when they travel up to the church there, it's going to be a good scenery. Timber, all right, we have enough. All right. There we have it. If you are coming from this way, you can sneak up one road up here. Do we need a road here as well, maybe? Yeah. Something like that. That's looking good. Then we need the quarry, so that's next on our agenda, and then a trade post. So let's put you on construction duty. Do we have enough firewood? Yeah, maybe, so we can spare you, maybe. We have 15 troops. I think I will need to reach like 20 before I am confident that we can face the bandits. People are transporting material there, so that's nice. We do of course want to upgrade this, but this is a lot of resources, 16 planks at the moment. So that we can carry more goods. Yeah, resources stolen by the bandits. Yeah, we are going to need to fix that. Now we have 4 available for construction, so that's good. So maybe we can put one back to there, so we have 3 families. Carrying stuff up there. We have space for more people to move in, so that's also good. Yeah, I think we are in the good. Yeah, transporting. They will help with that. Now we have 15 planks. So let's see, do we have, yeah, quarry. All right. Like this. Do we want to sneak through? Road, maybe. Maybe up here. We can sneak through. Small road here, maybe. Yeah, like this. All right. So now we have 4 available families. More timber, of course, always useful. We only have 1 house available, so I think it's time to set up 1 more house. So let's see if we can have 1 more like this. Can we have 1 more like this? Beautiful. Yeah. Maybe we can have 1 road creeping around. Maybe. Yeah. Under construction. You still don't have enough material, but you can see here people are carrying stuff. And logs. So a little bit far off, of course, but it's nice to have the church up here. And of course the town is going to expand later on, so it can be nice to have the town here. Or sorry, the church up there. And do we want to maybe plant, because we only have 1 source of food here. So of course we can stack up on fish. During the winter. And then maybe focus on farming the next year. I think that's good. $79 fishes. So how far will that carry us? So the amount of food that we do have, 81 carps. That is going to last us like 6 months. So we have the same amount left. So I think we should be in the good. 18, all right. Soon we can actually attack. All right. Still need to transport. Here comes the final log. Then we only have like 7 planks left. We're also doing that and also the burgage plots here. Firewood, yeah. 1 more family moved in, perfect. We are up to 19. And then we can soon go for them. July, in the middle of the summer. All right, query, now we have that. So let's start. And set up a trading post. So we want it to be close to our storehouse here. let's place it here. Yeah, I think we need, maybe I should have done this way sooner. Not enough space. Let's upgrade our hitching posts. Can we do that? Yeah. Now we're doing a lot of construction in the same time here, but I think we should be good. And can we see what we are going to generate from this quarry? Rough stone and rubble stone from the underground of a rich deposit. So let's see if we are actually going to get both from this. And we are getting some fuel. Yeah. Yeah. Then we're going to attack the bandit and get something back, I hope. All right, the church is complete. Excellent. So now we should have more approval here. Yeah, nice. That looks great. In quarry, we get some rubble stone. Yeah, we are doing that. So I think we should be good. Hope that will not run away. That would be bad. 20. Okay, so we are going to have our trading post, upgrade these two, and then we can actually go to now we have enough space as well for more people to move in, so that's good. Burgage plot finished, excellent. We only have one more available space. So I think we need to make more houses. And can we upgrade this? No, we need 10 rubble stone and 4 planks. Do we have 15 houses yet? No, we don't. So we don't need to worry about that. All right, so our trading post. Rough stone and rubble. Okay. So we have both. So let's see if we can set up a trade route, and what can we trade? Rubble stone. Dressed stone. That is a major trade. Rough stone. Yeah, so rough stone we can. That's a minor trade, so that we can export. So we can export all. Don't think that we need any rough stone at the moment. So we can make sure to export all of that. Maybe we can just keep... What do I need rough stone for? Maybe for the manor later on. So yeah, let's trade it all. Can we make this window a little bit bigger? No, we cannot. Drag it down? No. So we set this to 0. So I think that's going to be a good trade for us. And then when we have some farms, we can maybe make sure that we can grow some flax and rye and sell that as well. Tools we do want to import, but we don't have enough money. So hopefully, I think we can manage our first year without... we need to import some tools. So our 2 stables here are ready, and we have 2 families. So let's put 1 more family to work. And another one here. Let's assemble our army here. The bandit camp. So let's see if we can set you up here. March. Do we have our first army? Oh yes, we do. Here we come. We need some helmets, of course, for you to get some more armor. So I think we need to get this iron deposit as soon as possible. As soon as we are leveling up our burgage plots here. We're going to make sure that we have a smith, a blacksmith, so that we can make some helmets. Yeah, perfect. Can we upgrade this when we are at war? See if the women can construct or upgrade that one. All right, are you going to walk? Will it be faster to move through or on the road? Yeah. All right, you are digging. Let's see if we can move our stone over here. This one we need to upgrade next. So let's put that. No, we can make that when we come back from war. Saw pit. Let's bump you up to 30 now. Right, set up there, stand your ground. Let's see, can we see through the forest there? See if we can make them come to us. Yeah. Scary to see them come through the woods there, charging. Our first battle. Right, now push forward. Hopefully we will win without any casualties. We should do that. We do have the advantage in number. And we went into the defensive there at the beginning. Oh no, we did lose one. That's sad. Thought we would win that without take any losses. So let's see how the villagers will deal with that. Okay, so do we want to send that to the nearest town maybe? Yeah, I think so. Let's get back home. We can run. How far is the next bandit camp though? It's up here. Do we want to grab that as well? Maybe we want to go home a little bit first, regroup. Bandit camp was sighted. Well, that's very close. Well, let's go for that. Or climbing coercion. I think that's going to disappear on us. Let's see if we can run back. I hope this is not going to be a mistake, but since it's that close, I think we can take that as soon as possible. So August. So maybe we can plant some fields. So we can have some carrots maybe. Exactly, harvest season started. Let's see if we can do that when they are away. That doesn't cost nothing, it just costs us 2 planks, and that's good. And that we can spare, yeah, we have enough. Okay. So we don't see them. Let's see, can we face them up here on the open ground? we have some experience already? Yeah, we do. Okay, 25 experience. That's nice. Negative. Oh my. Did we run too much? Well, I hope we gain that with the army power balance. I hope we make up for that with experience. Fingers crossed. See if we can push forward. Since we have the experience now. Yeah, now their number is decreasing there. 13, 11, 10, 9. Yeah, let them through. Ha! Good. Excellent. All right, let's grab that. And let's run back. Do we want to hire some mercenaries maybe? We only have one more bandit camp, so maybe we can wait until we have one more. Then we can hire some mercenaries to deal with that. Maybe some cheap mercenaries. Yeah, so send that to the treasury. Only 80. Well, yeah. At least we have something. All right, hustle back. Almost complete here. We are in September. Okay. So let's see if we can plant some carrots. And where do you work? You are on trade duty. This is not good. So we need to have you somewhere else, especially now. So can we make sure that you are unassigned? Show workplace. So if we take away put a new one, so now you are unassigned. So that's good. So now you can pay full attention to plant your fields here. So that's good. That's what we want. We are down to 5 fishes here. September. We can sow until November. So let's see if we can actually plant one small field. See if we can do that farming. All right, so emery, flax, barley, rye. So do we want like a nice field here maybe? maybe we do. How do we want to make this? Let's see, rye and emery. So do we just want to plant a field, or do we want to maybe put down a road? So let's continue sneak this through here. Like this, okay. So let's see if we can make like a field here. A little bit bigger, exactly 1 Morgan, yeah. Yeah, that's nice. And a farmhouse. Since we're going to have a little bit more farms here, where do we want to put it? So rye we don't need to worry about, barley, flax and emery. I think we will place it. Are they going to travel too far? Maybe we can have some houses in this area, maybe. Let's place it here. Let's have some wheat crop rotation, and next year we can have some flax, maybe. I think that's a good rotation. We will see. And do we need 1 more ox maybe, so we can have 1 ox plowing the field? From the start we do have 3, we only have 1 assigned here. Or do we want a horse for our stone? Because the horse can, of course, carry more goods per trip. So I think that's going to be a good investment to purchase a horse, especially when our troops now is getting back. So let's see, we have lost 1 person here, so let's assign 1 person to the church here. Maybe they can go grieve a little bit. Of course, his body will be here. We can't go pick him up, unfortunately, but yeah. So let's make that very high. We have enough planks, so we can spare you. Let's see, are you working? Unassigned, that's good. Yeah, we don't have enough money, so one option is go for the bandits. Or we can hire some mercenaries But yeah, that's 245. Can that take on bandit camp? Maybe they can. I'm not sure though. I know that the bowman is not the very best option. So let's see if it's going to change. Are you doing anything? Can we see if you are grave digger? Guiding an ox. Yeah, this one we need to update. Upgrade storehouse. Livestock. We need one horse to be assigned there. Do we have enough space? Oh no, we don't. We need more houses for sure. Okay, so do we want like a few houses here that can take care of the farm here maybe? Let's see if we can do that. So let's grab a road. Let's see if we can put down a few. We'll have like a buffer zone here. So let's see if we can have 6 houses maybe. Yeah. But this is high priority here. We haven't had the delivery of the horse yet. Harvest season ended, rotation. Wheat, fallow, flax. Let's see if we can get that going. This one has been updated now, so that's good. Right. Let's see. Enables employing oxen at the farmhouse for significant faster plowing. Let's see if we can do that straight away. It is October, so we have 2 months. So I hope that is going to be enough time to get one field going. Hopefully. Ay. All right. Finish this, please. Let's assign an ox. Can we have more than one ox? maybe not. Let's see if we can have 2 oxes plowing the field. Doesn't seem like that. Okay. Because we only have 1 field. Yeah. And then when that is done, then we can make the whole town go plant the field there when that is done. So I think that's going to work. That's excellent, so that we can bake some bread next year. $18, all right, so we are trading, so that's good. So now we have 2 people here. Let's see how our tools are. Yeah, we have 6 tools left, so I think we should be good. Maintenance. 3 per year. Some workers requires upkeep resources such as tools to function. They wear down over time. Without upkeep, workplace may suffer failure. The maintenance sliders adjust how quickly upkeep resources wear out and also directly affects worker labor time. Yeah, so we are at 100%. Yeah, I think we're good. And you are constructing that. And the fishes. We have 3 months of food left. So that's a little bit worrying. That is a little bit concerning. If we are going to run out of food. So let's see if we can maybe have some chicken coops maybe. Yeah, so that can also be a chicken coop there as well. This we can't do anything about. So, do we have... I think we have pretty much everything what we need except for vegetables. That we're going to have next year, hopefully. You're working here. Oh, you're a farmer. That's not good. That's not good at all. Can I reassign you to work? I don't know. Maybe at the storehouse, maybe. I can put you there. Let's see how we are. 71%. October. So we have 1 more month. Hope that's going to be enough time. Warehouse worker. Do we have any indication of how they are? Like a percentage on how they are doing it. Current effect 29%. Yeah, we will see. And I only managed to buy 1, unfortunately, this year. 86%. November. %97%. Come on. 100%. All right. So let's get everybody here. So 4. Let's go away with you. And firewood. Food might be a bad idea to get rid of. So we have one more to spare from the church. You're working on the warehouse, so that's good. Granary, yeah. All right. Sewing, let's go. Let's see how fast. Yeah, okay. That goes really fast. All right. Excellent. Excellent. Okay, good. Let's only keep 10 there. So we make sure to get all of the fishes out of the pond. And let's see if we can have some more chickens. So chickens. And animals. Do we want to have some goats? But that is quite expensive. So do we want maybe some more chickens? Yeah, I think so. This one can also be chicken later on. We want more stone to trade, of course. So we can focus on that, all hands on that. And we want one person on the granary, of course. We have our market. How are we doing on planks? Yeah, we can put you on that duty. We have 2 people there. We have people moving in as well, so that's good. This is now growing, so that's good. We don't need you there then. So we can unassign you. $19, yeah, because we lost one. So we are at the end of our first year. So let's see how we are doing here. People are pretty happy. We could of course have some more food variation there, but that is nothing that we can do anything about. Let's see, iron ore. So we want to produce some iron slabs so that we can make some tools and helmets. That is of course something we want to do. Maybe we also want to set up production of our clothing industry as well. But is it too soon to be worrying about that? Let's see if we can import some food. Minor trade here. Berries, what is the most inexpensive thing that we can buy? Quinnies or berries or mushrooms? Or beetroots? Yeah, we will see if our chicken farm here is going to produce anything during the winter. I do hope so. So let's see if we can survive our first winter here. See if we can deplete that. Seasonal. Make sure that we get all of the fishes out of the pond until it is freezing up. It says freezing here, so I wonder if we actually can do something about this. Maybe not. Yeah, I think it's going to be frozen now. Generic store full. Yeah, timber. 30 is the... Yeah, we do have enough of that. Rubble stone. So let's see if we can trade that as well. Export. Everything above 20. So the rubble stone we can of course also trade. Dressed stone. Yeah, that's going to be a major trade, so maybe not. Rough stone. Current surplus. Export. So we have a lot of stone there, so we should be trading. 2 months, December, January, February. Let's see if we can survive this. It's going to be a harsh first winter here, unfortunately. But we have done a lot, I think, during our first year here. Can we maybe man up here? Put one more trader here. Maybe see if we can bump up so we can have more cash flow. I mean, we don't need people standing around here. So if you're not doing anything, why not trade, mine, firewood we do have. We are getting timber. We have something here. Chickens. Yield nothing yet. Maybe they do more time. Need to have more time until they are. And of course, how are we doing on tools? 4 tools remain. I think we need to set up a production here of the iron ore. Mining pit. Can we travel this far in the middle of the winter? I hope so. Without freezing our butts off. All right, so now we have a lot of rubble stone here. That's good. Carrying a rider. You are coming back to town. Ah, you just took something. Okay. Now hopefully you're going to the trade post. Hopefully. 1 month of food. That's not good. We are going to starve. Definitely. 31. Let's see if we can import something here so that we can survive a little bit more. What is the cheapest thing to import? Berries maybe, or beer roots. Berries import. Let's import that. See if we can avoid starvation here. Can put you up there as a reminder. Let's see when this is not going to be frozen anymore. Oh, we did have berries here. This I totally missed. Huh. Well, that was a mistake. That would definitely would have kept us from starving. But let's see if we can import something. Yeah, running out of food, I know. I know. That's not fun. But yeah, what are we going to do? Alright, so now we have our iron there, production, that they are going to carry it back here. So let's see, do I want to create some tools from that? Iron slabs into tools, but we need this one first, bloomery. This is also like a dirty industry, so do we want it to be a little bit of an offset of the burgage plots here? Or do we care about that? Nah, maybe not. smell, work in progress. Fire hazard, work in progress, yeah. +7. We can upgrade that. That's a long way to travel in the middle of the winter. Maybe not that far. January. Let's see. 0 food. Yeah. Bad winter. Really, really bad. Well, you are going to be slim and on a diet the first year, but I promise the next year is going to be better. Large granary now. That's completely empty. See if we are getting some eggs. Yeah, but they are getting eaten up so fast. Of course, let's have some more chickens. That's taking forever to produce, unfortunately. So I think we will do chicken and then vegetables for this town, I think. And I hope that that is enough. And yeah, we don't have any more space, so I think we need to build more houses. Of course, we are lacking food here, so maybe nobody wants to move in, but we do need people. So let's see, we have our little farmer village here. Do we want to have some more people in this area, maybe? So let's see, maybe we want to make one field here, maybe. Maybe smaller fields here. Let's make burger plots here. Maybe if we do like this, maybe. How much space do we need? Like this, maybe. Then we can have houses on both sides of this road, maybe. So let's see. We have them like this. Rotate it like this. Yeah. We do need more people to build things here. Yeah, I know. Can make you unassigned. Do we have enough planks? 33, yeah, we do. All right. let's start building things. So we are getting some iron ore, so that's good. We are creating our iron slabs there. So that's good. So do we need tools? Yeah, we do need tools. So let's see, I didn't remember if this was maybe more inefficient than to upgrade one burger plot and make a blacksmith, but we don't have any. We can't upgrade anything because we don't have any food, so I think we are forced here to build this. So where do we want to place that? We have a road connection. Do we want it up here? Where do we want that? Smithy. Well, if people need to go to the dentist, back in the days, they would go to the smithy, so. But of course, it's going to produce a lot of smoke, so maybe you don't want to live close to the smithy. So let's see, can we maybe put it here? Yeah. So a little bit of walking back and forth here, but the distance here should not be that far or too great to travel. So hopefully it's not going to be that inefficient. We are chopping down the forest here. Not that rapidly though. Right, February, still freezing, yeah. Unfortunately, still no food. See if we can survive here without. Hopefully we are producing a little bit of eggs, hopefully. Modest, 2 eggs, that's nothing. Bandit camp was sighted. Okay, so another bandit camp. So let's see, do we have. Yeah, that one is actually left. So let's see if we can hire some mercenaries maybe. 15. Yeah. Sign the contract. Okay, so where are you? There you are. All right. So let's see, one bandit camp. So you can go here. And you can travel up here. Let's see if you can maybe run a little bit. Light mercenary infantry. Yeah. You can also maybe run a little bit. See if we can grab those bandit camp. That would be nice to get some more. Now we are in March. Right. Let's go melting. Growing. We received reports of bandit roaming nearby. Should we track their steps? Yeah, track their movements. So that is going to be our first. Raid there. Hopefully we will be ready. Another ruler's army was sighted. I wonder where they are going. Maybe they are going for that one. Spread out, give ground. Yeah. Okay, so what should we do? March. At least we can have some fishes, hopefully. Melting, hopefully. This one is growing, but we need to fix that. We have 2 available families, so why not? Forager hut. Yeah, why not? A little bit far though, but why not? Maybe can we like set up yeah, exactly. Can we have like a weld here and then maybe like a family and assign that family to work there? Maybe we can micromanage just like that. Yeah, here is the battle. Yeah, you are not going to lose that, even if you are fatigued. This is not going to be a problem for you. Yeah, you're going for that one. Yeah, run for that. Let's grab that. Do we want to send it back to the treasury? Or do we want to... what do we want to do here? Let's say that we want 1 more horse here, I think. And let's not buy any more berries. Now have some fishes there. There's a long way from there. Yeah, send it to the treasury. That's always good to have. What do we want to do with you? We don't have any more bandit camps. But we do have you for 21 days. So maybe let's go here, see how we can deal with that. Maybe you can walk into the middle here, see if another camp is going to spawn. Then we will see if we can deal with that. Yeah. Here we go. This is going to be an easy win. But how far are your troops? All right, let's claim it as soon as possible. And do we want to take it to our treasury? I think so, because we want to buy some more knights. And we do want to have resources in our treasury if we want to claim a territory or something. So I think we will take it to the treasury. Yeah. 86. Not very much. All right, 15 days. So you can hustle back. No more bandit camps. Do we want to fight that army? Guess not. And here they are building some more houses here, so that's good. And now we have a little bit of food at least. Of course, this one we need to fix. Not enough stable places. Oh my. That we need to fix. Okay, so hitching post. Hitching post. Maybe we can have a stable here, maybe. We're going to upgrade that one as well. Not enough supplies. Oh, exactly. We are running out of food. We know that already. Table space we're going to fix. And yeah, we don't have anyone working there. So maybe bump this up to 40 now, maybe. 19. This one we also need to assign a person to, and that is going to be ready. More days. Yeah, I think we can disband those so we don't forget about it. And then this hitching post. We need to upgrade as well. All right, can maybe take a break on this one. Do you have plenty of stuff there? Livestock. We are going to get one more horse there. So March. Let's see how long they can actually last without any food. If it was me, I would not be happy. But I mean, we are still having a high approval rate here, even if we are lacking food here. New mercenaries. Building require maintenance. Needs maintenance. Yeah. We do have 9 months of production there. So let's see. Smithy, highest. Forager hut. All right. There is nothing more to do here. I think we need to wait. See what is going to be created first. We have some more money here, so let's see if we can put down some more vegetable gardens. Let's make sure that we can produce some carrots and carrots here as well. Yeah. This is also going to be a vegetable garden later on. And we do have some more coins, so we can make a chicken coop here. So we can make more chickens. And then we're going to have some goats as well. But yeah. More. Do we have a family here? Maybe not. Maybe that was a bad idea. But let's see. Now we can actually start to upgrade things here. And what do we want to do when we actually upgrade it? We want to make helmets. That is what we want to do. So we would, of course, it would be nice to have a burgage plot close to this area. But here we already have chicken coops. So can we reassign I think so. I think when we are going to upgrade it, we have the option to change it. I think. I'm not sure, but I think so. So let's see if we can try that. Upgrade this one. See if we have another one that we actually can upgrade. No, we don't. Well, let's see. Chickens for that as well. Smithy, yeah. Tools. Tools limit. 10 maybe. Reserve. So now we can create some tools. That's important. Right, let's see. Okay, so now we can change this to be an armor worker shop so we can have some helmets. Yeah, so we can have a little bit of better protection for our arm here. I think that's a good choice. April. So we can take away you, this can regrow. Let's do herbs as well. That will help for diseases if I read correctly. All right, I think that is it for today. So thank you. I will see you next time.